Oh my God, here we are, DWI, Volume 190. I'm Anthony Devlin with my co-host today,
Alex Green, and this is DWI Right Now, episode 22. 22 episodes of hard-hitting, family-friendly live pro wrestling.
Who we got in this first match? Alex Green, the great one is...
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it is the all-star Kareem the Dream, going one-on-one with the man from the Holy City, the graduate of the Academy of Wrestling Sciences at DWI, the man known as Priest.
I think Priest has got Kareem a little bit outweighed, like he usually does have most of us here outweighed at DWI. He's a pretty big guy.
What is he, 6'5", 6'6", 290 pounds, all muscle.
He's a very large individual. I think he's like 270, but yeah.
That's
still really big.
Yeah. Going against the member of the light heavyweight division here at DWI, the all-star Kareem the Dream, bases his offense on his athleticism.
Kareem the Dream's what? 6'2", 195 pounds. And he looks really, really small compared to the Priest.
And Priest just took Kareem's head off. Did you see that?
Spun him around and took his head off, decapitated him. And
Kareem calling a timeout. Senior referee Ray Riviera counting, let him know he's got to get back into the ring. But that's the power of Priest right there.
Trying to get Kareem to see the light. Definitely made him see stars.
That was a big clothesline by Priest.
People don't understand. You know, you look at that and they're like, what? You can get whiplash from that. Concussed from the whiplash.
Your head could bounce off that mat and you don't know where you're at. You wake up.
That's what I'm saying. Concussion. A concussion from that whiplash. You can't move. You're paralyzed.
But Kareem the Dream back in here. Back in this matchup.
Brave man. Wants a test of power. I think maybe he's going to try something a little bit sneaky because I can't see this. Well, yeah, okay, right.
And there it is. Boot to the gut. Fake the test of strength and just kick him. One of Lightning Monroe's favorites.
Oh. Priest not seeming to be much phased by those.
Two big knife edge chops from Kareem.
Oh, my goodness.
Priest just leveled him.
Nearly caved his chest in.
And here we go. Kareem sent for the ride. Priest coming all the way across the ring with a huge splash. And Kareem just getting manhandled by Priest. The lateral press from Priest.
I'll just pin you.
He has the power to do it.
I'll just pin you. That's it.
He is one of the biggest competitors here at DWI.
I think pound for pound, probably the strongest guy on the DWI roster.
And that's saying a lot when a roster has Monster. It has George Rodriguez. It has Dave Guevara. And Priest in control of Kareem the Dream.
Kareem the Dream hasn't put up much offense other than his two clubbing blows to the back, I would say.
But right there with the drop kick. Using his body as a weapon, both feet right in the chest and face of Priest.
Projecting himself straight at his sternum, and then the chops.
He's
to the
fighting.
Throat. There you go.
Kareem knowing if he doesn't put up a fight, this match will be up. This match up will be over quick.
Things like that I don't think are going to endure him to Priest. So, although he might have the upper hand at the moment, I don't think sticking his foot and then rubbing it all over his face is going to make Priest happy. And, like, see, Priest is up now.
And Kareem just kicking and punching his way in this matchup, and he hits a huge
Oh.
bulldog.
Kareem with the momentum fully on his side.
Now this would be an impressive win for Kareem the Dream. If he could beat Priest, it would impress the championship officials and the DWI championship committee.
You know, Priest, all in all, has only been wrestling about a year. He was wrestling for about 5-6 months, then got put on the injured reserve list.
George
Put on the,
Rodriguez.
that's right. Put him on the shelf for a year, over a year. Double hips, comes back. So, you know, he's still finding his way through this all, you know?
I think he's going to have an easier way finding his way through the wrestling business with a physique like that, Tony Devlin.
Are you sure he's going to have an easier way finding his way through the wrestling business, finding his way through the way of finding his way?
And Kareem just taking out the ankle of Priest. Jaw jacking with the fans. Not the best idea when you're in the ring with a man that big.
A nice jumping elbow there.
Putting all of his body into that one.
Right to the tip
Only a 2 count.
of the elbow into those solar plexus, knocking the wind out of Priest. You can't breathe, you can't move, right? But then, okay.
He's lucky to be breathing after that spine buster.
Boom. Shock lock.
This could be over right now. Priest could just cover the All-Star. But Priest is back to his feet. Kareem's on Dream Street. What are we going for here?
He blocks the suplex. Giving a couple shots to the gut. Oh, buddy.
No.
Boom. Up and over. Suplex.
Big vertical suplex. Just taking everything out of Kareem the Dream, but also taking it out of Priest as he tries to cover his man. There it is. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Both men impressive here at DWI.
If Priest could learn not to expend so much energy, I think he would be a much better competitor.
And what's Priest going for here? He looks like he's stalking his prey. And here he goes. He winds it up.
Oh, double axe handle to the sternum. Can't even breathe.
Kareem is in bad shape. And there's 2.
Follows it up.
This could be it, Anthony Devlin. And he just took his head off.
Oops, upside his head. Oops, upside his head.
And he could be out cold here. This could be it.
That's it for Kareem the Dream. So, fights out.
The resilience, he fights out. And he just kicked Priest in the mouth.
Boot to the to the mush. That's what I would call last resort. He didn't even have his balance. He just went for it.
And there's another kick right to the face of Priest. That's 2 in a row.
Looked like it caught him side up at the jaw, up in the ear. Screwing up that equilibrium, I'm sure.
And Kareem the Dream unleashing the offense. He's going to the top rope. If he hits this, do you think he could beat Priest?
I don't know. I mean,
Here it comes.
oh,
Huge senton bomb from the top. Kareem the Dream 1.
2 count.
Only a 2 count. Kareem the Dream putting it all on the line, using his body as a weapon off the top rope, throwing himself on his opponent. Kareem showing some frustration after not being able to put Priest away. 2 kicks to the face. Big senton bomb off the top rope. And he's going back to the top. He told Priest to get up, and there it is. Diving cross body.
He hits him with it. He nails him. Only good for a 2 count, though.
What's Kareem the Dream going to have to do to put away Priest?
Couple knees to the midsection.
And here he goes. What are we going to see here?
He just scoops him up, manhandles the heck out of him.
Priest with Kareem up in the big slam.
Drives him in with the power slam.
And there it is. There's your
That's
3
a
count.
wrap.
And there's your winner, Priest.
Hey, listen, I'd like to sit here, but I got to go get ready for my match. It's coming up next. That was a great match.
All right, good luck, Tony.
Thanks, man. Kareem put up a heck of a fight, though. Got to give it up to Dave. All right, peace. I'm out. I'll talk to you in a minute.
What a victory by Priest. Just taking out Kareem the Dream. And here we go. In this matchup, you are going to see Anthony Devlin, who was just in the commentary booth with me, taking on his tag team partner. These two are the tag team champions. It's Swagtastic Aaron Nova and Anthony Devlin. And the winner of this matchup will earn a spot in a triple threat match for the DWI Light Heavyweight Championship at our Angelus House special presentation. And here we go. Anthony Devlin with the hammerlock into the headlock. Now these two met each other feuding, training here at the Academy of Wrestling Sciences at DWI. Anthony Devlin, the teacher, Aaron Nova, the student. And now they find themselves squaring off. They started as adversaries, found themselves in an impromptu tag team championship matchup against the Rebel Guerrillas. And the rest is history. They have been tag champs ever since. They have teamed up and took on anybody at any time. But they're putting it all aside right now for a shot to get back at the jerk Eric Curtis for the DWI Light Heavyweight Championship. The other man in that triple threat matchup will be Alex Payne. And Anthony Devlin with the wrist lock on Anthony Devlin. Aaron Nova using his training he received from Anthony Devlin. And Anthony Devlin with the top wrist lock, applying all that pressure and leverage. Aaron Nova all the way down to his head's on the ground. Look at the bridge, and he works his way back up. And he reverses it, going for the same thing on his tag team partner. And Anthony Devlin with an amazing reversal right into the hammerlock, drop toe hold. And that's the experience factor. Anthony Devlin's been wrestling a much longer time than Aaron Nova, and he has not taught Nova all of his tricks. And Andrew, the most handsome ref Jensen, right there making sure Aaron Nova doesn't give up. Now these two men won last year's annual DWI Tag Team Championship Tournament to retain the tag belts. These two men know each other very, very well. And Aaron Nova regrouping here. You know, showing a sign of respect to his tag team partner, his good friend, and Aaron Nova. Oh, what was that? Aaron Nova showing it's every man for himself, and he wants to win this matchup, and he wants a shot at the DWI Light Heavyweight Championship. He thought he had one on Anthony Devlin, and Anthony Devlin having none of it. Aaron Nova saying, I learned from the best. And here we go. Trying one more time, and Anthony Devlin, enziguri, kicks him right in the back of the head. He could be unconscious, and Aaron Nova rolling out of the ring. Incredible matchup right here. Anthony Devlin coming out after Aaron Nova. This just shows you how important and how valuable the DWI Light Heavyweight Championship is. Anthony Devlin smashing Aaron Nova's face in, and he just slides him into the ring. What are we going to see here? And Anthony Devlin, big springboard, elbow drop, that could be it. Only able to get the 2 count. What a matchup here at DWI Volume 190. And here we go, Anthony Devlin, Irish whip. Big back elbow taking Aaron Nova's head off. There's a reason Anthony Devlin is a 2-time former DWI Light Heavyweight Champion, and he's looking to get a 3rd time. And he can earn a spot in that matchup right here. Anthony Devlin with the Irish whip. Aaron Nova with the reversal. Huge, big back body drop, and Aaron Nova trying to capitalize here. Only gets the 1 count. And what a matchup we're seeing here between two friends. Both men battling it out. Anthony Devlin belly to back suplex. And once again, that's the experience factor. Anthony Devlin, he has been here since the beginning, and he's taken on just about everyone that has ever came through the DWI doors, came through the locker room. And his experience is showing here, taking on the man that he trained, Aaron Nova. And here we go, Irish whip, Anthony Devlin. Aaron Nova with the clothesline. The big reversal. And this matchup has been back and forth. Aaron Nova scooping up his tag team partner. These men are the tag team champions, battling it out for a shot at the light heavyweight championship. And now Aaron Nova, atomic drop. And Aaron Nova, can he capitalize here? He's building momentum, making his way to the top rope. Aaron Nova's usually afraid of heights, but he went to the top rope there, and Anthony Devlin saw it come and bounced off the ropes. Aaron Nova crouched on the top rope, and this is a bad place to be in. And a huge superplex. This should be it. What a matchup here at DWI Volume 190. DWI right now, episode 22. This is why you need to be at the Village Shops in Ruskin, Florida. Tickets are only $5. Kids 5 and under are free. And Anthony Devlin locks in what appears to be a camel clutch. He's got one arm hooked. He's got both arm hooked, and he's just wrenching it in. This could be it. Referee Andrew Jensen right there, making sure Aaron Nova doesn't give up. Aaron Nova trying to fight out of it. And that looks to be it. Aaron Nova in a bad situation. And he barely makes it to the ropes. That could have been it. That could have been it. And Anthony Devlin would be going on to take on Alex Payne and the Jerk Eric Curtis in a triple threat match for the light heavyweight championship. And what a stomp to the midsection. What are we going to see here? Aaron Nova sent for the ride. Anthony Devlin with the big clothesline. Lateral press, 1, 2. But Aaron Nova kicking out. The resilience of Aaron Nova, the fight in Aaron Nova. And only another 2 count again as Anthony Devlin tried to pick up the pinfall. And Anthony Devlin being reversed. Aaron Nova, he's locking in what appears to be a Boston Crab. This could easily make him tap out. And he's just sitting, he's wrenching it in. Aaron Nova trying to make his teacher tap out his tag team partner, his brother. And Anthony Devlin trying desperately to fight out of this. And Anthony Devlin using his leg strength, rolling Aaron Nova through and just unleashing the punches to the face. Frustration boiling over. And Aaron Nova trying to get the fans behind him. Trying to get some energy going. Anthony Devlin. Here he comes with the Irish whip. He's going for the BKOD. Aaron Nova held on. He hit him with the knee to the face. He didn't catch all of it, but he got some of it, and Anthony Devlin is down. Aaron Nova going back to the top rope. And what are we going to see here? Huge cross body. And that's it. There you have it. Aaron Nova has pinned his tag team partner, Anthony Devlin, and he's going on in the triple threat match at the Angeles house, and he gets a shot at the DWI Light Heavyweight Championship against the Jerk, Eric Curtis. He gets a shot against Alex Payne. And I believe that's the first time Aaron Nova has actually pinned Anthony Devlin. They have been working against each other and with each other for over a year. They've been the tag team champions, and now Aaron Nova's pinned his partner. This could be a very combustible situation here. And Aaron Nova picking up the tag team championship. Tony Devlin picking up his. And they know it was in good competition. There they are. And Aaron Nova picking up the victory. What an amazing contest here at DWI. Right now, episode 22.
Come on!
Don't let your dreams become a fantasy. Make them a reality at the Academy of Wrestling Sciences at Definitive Wrestling International. Tryouts are free. For all inquiries, contact us at facebook.com/DWI Wrestling.
Yo, what's up, Alex Green?
What an incredible contest we just seen you in as Aaron Nova pins Anthony Devlin.
Yeah, it's first time for everything. Nova got a victory over me. You know, I would have thought I would have been upset, but to be honest, if anything, I felt proud because
He's come such a long way.
oh my God, these clowns.
And here we go.
Ugh.
The Sinful Alliance coming out to celebrate as George Rodriguez is the new heavyweight champion and social media champion.
First
here at
time
Definitive.
ever. Two titles he holds here. He's the first person to ever do that, to hold two belts here at Definitive Wrestling International. Last time it was confetti. This time it's beads, huh?
And I cannot believe that George Rodriguez beat David Guevara in that epic no disqualification championship versus championship
That was
match.
something else. If anybody missed it, you can go back and catch that on DWI right now, episode 20. I'll tell you what, excuse me if I fumble over my words a little bit. I caught a knee to the side of the head that made me very, very, very loopy.
Not to mention that crossbody off the top.
Yeah, but that knee, and then, whiplashing my head off the ground. But
And now we've seen something similar to this when George Rodriguez won the social media championship. And here he is, the Sinful Alliance, his peoples, as he's put it, celebrating.
Those guys, I tell you what, ever since they have become collaborative partners here at DWI, have come a long way. It was almost a bit of foreshadowing there at the end of the year where they stood tall over us holding our titles. And it seems that one by one they have accomplished those goals. I mean, if me and Nova, well, hopefully we'll get past in the tag team tournament, but
you know they're gunning for you. You're in their crosshairs. You guys have been feuding for quite some time, all the way back to last year's tag team championship tournament.
Yeah, but they're out of the tournament as it stands right now because, well, they lost. But they're the kind of team that will find a way to get back in there. Never count those guys out.
They will do anything and everything to get what they want.
Yeah, and it's not like they're slouches in the ring either. So they worm their way into the position they want to, and then they can actually beat you, which is kind of scary in a scary kind of way because they're very odd.
But George Rodriguez,
who wears dress pants with sneakers?
George Rodriguez celebrating. This is history right here at DWI. You've been here since the beginning.
This is a big deal.
History.
George Rodriguez, I mean, another one who's come a long way. Not only social media champion now, but actually the DWI heavyweight champion. First time ever in history George Rodriguez has held that title. Only the 8th man, if I do recollect correctly, to hold that distinction as the DWI heavyweight champion.
Only the 8th man in history since 2009. Oh
my goodness. He's going to have a celebration match. And this is who he picks.
His hand-picked opponent. It's Ultra Tiger.
Ultra Tiger.
What a fighting champion this George Rodriguez is.
The pensioner of Lucha Libre.
And what an alliance George Rodriguez, Charles Crane, and the Fleshmaster have been.
Sinful Alliance, no pun intended, huh?
No pun intended at all.
But, I mean, they are formidable. Formidable.
They have left us. These people in the ring right now have left me and you and Aaron Nova all laid out in the ring, same time, no questions asked.
They've laid everybody out. They have found a way to lay the whole DWI locker room out.
Now, when George Rodriguez came back a few years ago, a little over 2, he came back from a broken leg, but he seemed to have a plan when he came back. And when he came back with a vengeance.
Has it only been 2? It seems like so much longer, this guy. He's causing mayhem all over the place. He's been the bane of my existence for a while. Yours as well. I mean,
Yeah. He took out Rob Venomous. He's the one that took out Priest.
he laid everybody out. I'm telling you, he's put everybody who's anybody in DWI on the shelf other than myself, thank God.
Monster. Alex Green. But he's beat you.
Yeah, he hurt me. I was coming back. I was recovering. I came back early. He hurt. Yeah. He likes to do that. And the thing is he's always smiling in the ring. People don't understand that. It's
He's cerebral. He
sadistic.
plays mind games.
It's sadistic. He's very sadistic. He enjoys inflicting that pain. Thus, the moniker, the Mexican Punisher. And he does it with a smile, which makes it even scarier.
Now, Ultra Tiger might have bit off a little more than he can chew right here.
Needs to go back to playing with his yarn balls.
I mean, he's in the ring with the first Double Crown champion in DWI history.
I mean, hey, stranger things have happened. He could be the champion before the end of the day, right?
I highly doubt that. The odds are stacked against him. He's
Oh.
6'7", almost 300 pounds, and he has annihilated the competition.
I'm just sticking that out there for the suckers who like to bet.
If he can take out the monster, he can take out the Ultra Tiger.
But he's ultra, and he's a tiger.
I guess.
He's ultra tiger.
There is always that. The Mexican superstar from Puerto Rico against the Mexican Punisher.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 285 pounds, he is the current Definitive Wrestling International social media and heavyweight champion, the Mexican Punisher, George.
And there's the announcement for the new current defending undisputed DWI heavyweight champion and social media champion, George Rodriguez.
And the mixed crowd. People love George and they love to hate George. And there it is. We are underway. The bell is rung. Ultra Tiger, George Rodriguez. The new DWI heavyweight champion. The DWI social media champion. The Mexican Punisher, George Rodriguez. And he just throws Ultra Tiger back. Not much is known about this Ultra Tiger, but he seems fearless. He will go against anybody. He might
Well-
always get beat up, but
Well, you know, when you're not that bright, sometimes that sort of thing happens. You tend to be fearless when you're not that bright.
he threw some chops at George Rodriguez, but it didn't
Oh.
work. And here we go, Ultra Tiger trying to
Oh.
fight out. A couple of kicks,
Oh,
and George took his head off.
he ducked right into that one, huh?
And George Rodriguez not done, picking his opponent up.
I think he was mad about the kicks to the leg. I think, yeah, there you go.
Now, I cannot believe the streak George has been on. I did not think he was going to beat David Guevara, but he got that no disqualification stipulation, and they used everything. We saw a pinata stick. We saw a tire iron. We saw a weed whacker. We saw a rake.
We saw a kendo stick.
They were battling it out.
I'm telling you what. And if anything, again, he's manipulated his way to getting what he wants so that it favors him.
But not only what he wants, but when he wants
That's
it.
what I'm saying. He's manipulated his way. But he's done it with such finesse.
Look what he did to me with winning the social media championship. I wasn't even medically cleared from a shoulder injury. He baits me into a no disqualification match, and he had a plan from the get-go.
Yo, brother, I'm sorry, but sorry about your luck. You fell victim to his plot.
I did.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's not like it's that hard to see. I mean, it's evident what he's doing, but again, with such style, such style, such guile. He's getting away with it all.
Not to mention
Now
the mariachi outfit and the
now-
nice hat, the sombrero.
Now he's the DWI heavyweight champion as well.
And he has just been beating up Ultra Tiger. he just demolished Ultra Tiger. Did you see
Ultra
that?
Tiger was squished. He was like a bug on the wall in that turnbuckle. He was just smashed in there. It took him a second to fall down. He was part
And
of the turnbuckle.
what are we going to see here? Huge
Oh.
tilt-a-whirl power slam, and that's got to be it, Tony
Man,
Devlin.
I'll tell you what. Ultra Tiger, not so ultra anymore.
And the Mexican Punisher, George Rodriguez, leaves another one laying in his wake, defeats Ultra Tiger.
His hand-picked opponent for his inaugural match as heavyweight champion. And he really didn't test himself much, did he? I think it was more like a showcase, if anything.
And Ultra Tiger, he did everything he could, but he was no match for the Mexican Punisher, George Rodriguez.
I think
And
George
look,
Rodriguez knew that was going to be the case. I mean, you alluded to that earlier.
And George Rodriguez letting the fans at the Village Shops in Ruskin, Florida know that he is the social media champion, he is the heavyweight champion, and that he is the Mexican Punisher. And George Rodriguez is fired up here.
People giving him some grief about how he won the title.
He doesn't care how he won the title.
People are angry about that. They were upset about the social media championship. I'll tell you what, that heavyweight title, when he took that from Dave Guevara, they were upset.
Well, that's the biggest prize in Definitive Wrestling International, the heavyweight championship. That's what every member of the locker room dreams of capturing.
And that was their guy, Dave Guevara. They're firmly behind him as the face of the company. And when he
lost that
captured
match,
when Dave lost it, but George won it, when he captured that title from Guevara there, they were not pleased. They're still giving him grief about it.
and George Rodriguez asking for a microphone to continue the celebration. There he is referencing Taking Me Out.
All the people he's hurt.
You know, I hate hearing him bragging about all his accolades and accomplishments, but he's done it. He's earned the right to say it.
He has. It's not bragging. You can prove it, right?
And you can witness it through the volumes of DWI right now, episode after episode. And he's saying, I'll do whatever I want. He's the heavyweight
He's
champion.
the man.
He's proven it. Monster, Priest, Ray Ayala, Alex Green, Anthony Devlin, Aaron Nova, David Guevara. He has taken them all on and beat them all.
I mean, this is a little bit in the face of the fans now. Now it's to the fans like, ha ha ha, it doesn't matter what you want, when you want it. I'm the man. I told you I was going to be the man, and here I am, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, the fans, they've seen the underhanded tactics, the cerebral mind games.
I always got the people mad. They're like rising up out of their seat. Oh, what's that music? Do I hear some music? That sounds like the music of the former heavyweight champion, Dave Guevara.
And there he is,
Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear.
hailing from Havana, Cuba.
He's coming out, sounding to the jeers of the fan when they were jeering George Rodriguez. It's like he's come out to represent himself and the fans here at DWI.
And you know the Rebel Gorilla wants his DWI Heavyweight Championship back.
You know, you got to be honest when talking about the former champ Dave Guevara. He's not always up on the up and up. He was not always the nicest guy. But one thing, he was a heck of a competitor. He didn't stoop to the underhanded tactics that George Rodriguez has stooped to in these past years here. And I think maybe that... Oh, let's listen to what he's got to say. Actually giving him props.
Showing respect. He got the best of him, too, just like he did me.
I understand that now. So I want to congratulate you.
And David Guevara congratulating the Mexican Punisher on his big victory.
Yeah, said, hey, I want to congratulate you. Let's shake hands, man. I'm going to give you your due.
And George winding up with the belt.
Yeah, you know.
Don't take your eyes off him.
He can't trust him because George couldn't be trustworthy at this opportunity himself. At this point in time, like, excuse me, told you needed a head.
And David Guevara trying to get George to shake his hand, showing he doesn't have any foreign objects. Nothing like we saw in that no disqualification matchup.
No, not at all. Straight up, just want to congratulate him. That's big of Dave, I must say, after all the things that George has put him through.
And they've been through a lot.
Yeah, he wants to show that he's the bigger man. And George is still talking smack, just talking smack.
And remember, George beat David Guevara in their first encounter. They tried to work as a tag team, and George baited David Guevara in, got him beat up. And David Guevara, he's letting him know he's coming for his rematch.
That's right. Oh, and mistake. Oh!
And David
I think he
Guevara,
sucked him in.
he knew it was coming. He knew George would go there.
He sucked him right in. Oh,
And George Rodriguez getting out of Dodge.
that looks about right there.
What an episode of Definitive Wrestling International right now.
God, I love DWI. Thanks for joining us, folks. Here at DWI, we just witnessed the inaugural match of the new heavyweight champion here at DWI, George Rodriguez.
Leveling Ultra Tiger. David Guevara letting him know, I am coming for my rematch.
David Guevara nowhere near done with the heavyweight champ, George Rodriguez. He better look out. Dave Guevara looks fired up. He's coming for him. I don't think there's anywhere safe for him to hide.
That's going to be a huge matchup when it finally goes down.
When he gets his hands on him, I think it's going to be nuclear. It's going to be something to watch.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DWI Wrestling
DWI.
since 2009.